wouldn't run it too long. Definitely in the valve train. That's a plus. So I can almost guarantee it's in the valve train, and it was, like I said, cold this morning, so it wasn't making noise till it got warmed up and everything moved around a bit. But right in here is where it sounded like it's coming from on the valve train. It's definitely not a rod knock. Going down the road yesterday, I was wondering, but I was just going down the road. I couldn't tell, you know, rod's gonna be down here. So it's definitely up here, so that's a plus. So I'm gonna go ahead, like I said, I put it in the big shed. I decided to put it in here. No lights. We have lights we hung years ago, but never wired them. So we ain't got power out here. So I'll get my Milwaukee light and all my tools, and I can see my breath. So we'll tear into this thing and see what we can't find. Like I said, Freightliner, it was all surprised. They didn't have a freaking valve cover gasket. Of course, I wanted to put a new one in because they're probably going to leak. And they said, oh, yeah, DD15, there's millions of them out there. Let me get you a valve cover gasket. He looked it up. I'm sorry, we don't even have one in stock here in Wichita. We'd get one come out of Dallas and have it Monday. I said, well, give me 7 tubes RTV. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to try to use my old one. I said, well, it might leak a little bit, but I got work to do, so I'm going to tear into it. And if I just need to adjust some valves, buy a rocker arm, and then I might be waiting until Monday to get parts anyways. And if that's the case, I'll wait on the valve gasket. But if it's something I can fix today, I'll put that old gasket on and get me by. But I'm going to take the Ranger and grab some tools and go back at it. So stay tuned, guys, girls. Okay, everyone, guess I can try to take a lot of light and all. I took the air cleaner off. That took a minute. Set it up there in 2 pieces. Opened it up pretty good. So now I'm just the valve cover bolts out. Now the back ones, I'll probably use my 90 degree. Okay. Try to do something with this without losing all the bolts. I am a professional at losing the bolts and hardware, so I'll just set it here. So grab my 90. And I feel old trying to climb around on this thing. I ain't too young either, though. Good. Okay. This I'm gonna have to on this one right there. Oops, sorry, my hand's in the way. There's one under that line. I'm gonna loosen this clamp. It's a rubber hose, so move it out of the way. Because there's another one back there in the valley. On the back side there, you can see that little one in the back corner straight back. And there's that one there. And I think those 2 will be it. Those 2 on the corner. So I'll there's one right here in the center, and then there might be one on the center back here. Yes, there's 2 back here. 2 back here behind this insulation here. It's all falling down and it's gonna catch fire one of these days. I know it's got a protective, flame protectant coating, but you know how that goes. Don't help. I got a bunch of diesel leaks that just started here recently. And if you can see, I've got a couple good diesel leaks, but when it's running, you don't see it. So it's just either when it's under full load or it's just a minute amount. But there's all kinds of leaks down there I'm going to have to address once I get this done. But let me get back with you guys. Okay, had a same guy calling back, so got the hammer though. Might have to stick. I don't want to. I might have to try to reuse that seal just to get me by, but I might have to stick a screwdriver under there. I can hear it. It wants to come up. Come on now. Actually, I think I might have one more bolt right there. Have one more right there, I think. I'll have to go to the other side and look. But either way, it's trying to come up in the front, but it just don't quite want to. I think, let me take that out. I thought that was just holding the mount to the top of the cover, but... still tight, but... there we go. Okay. Alright. Maybe I'll take this off, which I'm going to have to remember what hole it's in. This one will be in the farthest back hole it can be in there. See if I can't loosen bolts here. Doing this one-handed. We're good. Okay. So this mount right here goes into that back one there. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to ramble to myself here so I'll remember and get a decent video, but I was never good at anything in life. Like I said, losing bolts, number one. Okay. See if I can knock some stuff down in the intake here. It's open. If you can see that. Yeah, there's a little fine dust in there. I have to clean that out. Oh, there's a wrench. I'd have been looking for that forever. Well, good thing I just now seen that. Okay. Try to keep most of that out of here. I'm going to set the phone down, guys, just to get this off with two hands, and then I'll get back with you. Okay, I just got the cover off. I have not looked up there yet. I'm kind of scared to look, but I flipped the valve cover upside down, and I see some stuff that don't look too good here. Just what I can see. I don't know if you can see that, but something's gotten to the top of the valve cover in two spots there. Be a couple valves, and two right there. And it looks fairly new. There's a little piece of metal there I just wiped off. Or aluminum, whatever it is, casting. I don't know. It looks fairly fresh, so let's go have a gander together. That would have been the back set. Kind of hard to hold the light, the phone, and gonna be able to wiggle them, but let me check a couple of these and I'll get back with you guys. Like I said, it's hard to hold the phone. If it would have been the back two, or the would be the back 2 or 3 that has leaving marks, and that's about, it kind of sounded like it was right here, right in the middle, but according to that marks on the cover, valve cover, it would have been, I think, this one and this one. Like I said, I can't think and hold the camera and all this, but let me see here and look at the valve cover again and see actually which two it was hitting the top, and we'll go from there. I got 38 seconds left. It shut off a minute ago, but this is our worst one of them all.
100% sure we do have the right feeler.
Did you check it? Let me look at it. Make sure we got the right one. We're at 24 thousandths. Yep. That's the one. Okay, guys, I got about 8 seconds left of video, so that'll do it. But we're just going to go down through here and adjust them. Turn the engine back over. Top dead center 1. We're on 6. Do the other ones. Valve cover back on. Okay, everyone. It's been a while since I put a video out. I have video that I'll put in front of this of when we was working on my semi on the DD15, and the shaft broke, etc., etc., and that was about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. I had to order the new shaft in here. Got it in a couple days ago, but then it's been real cold, and then we had to get some new it's like an insert for the threads, but it's not, it's like a helicoil, but it's something different we're gonna try, but it's the same concept, to tap in there and get some new threads in them aluminum blocks so we don't have to take them out, and we can do it all in the truck that way. And my dad went to get the tap handle, so we're gonna try that, and I'll video some of this. And like I said, I got this in. I didn't check to make sure it was the right shaft. I do need to open it to be 100%. If not, we'll be waiting another week for a new one, but which it looks like they got staples in it, so I'm gonna have to set the phone down and let me open it up and make sure it is right, and then get some vacuum. We're gonna try, like I said, do it in there, so we're gonna have to vacuum up the aluminum shavings and keep them vacuumed up while we're tapping it. So I'm gonna get a few tools here. We'll go out to the big shed and we'll get started on this and see what we come up with, good or bad. Okay guys, once again I'm down to about a minute of video here, so I'm about to delete some stuff, but that looks like it is the right shaft here. Got all the old journals and everything running through it, and bolt holes for mounting it to them aluminum blocks that are stripped out. So we're backing in there and getting some cardboard on a truck so we can work off the back of the tailgate, and we'll go from there. Okay, got the new shaft up here. We're gonna upgrade this from a 2-piece shaft to a 1-piece. So it's gonna be some upgraded modifications for power purposes. But now we gotta get all these rocker arms off and put back on this shaft. And okay guys, I deleted more videos. I got 15 minutes of storage now. We was talking about the 2-piece shaft, and I'm not sure where the video quit, but we got the rocker arms to go on the new shaft. I think I might have already said that. And then we got time inserts, is what they're called, to try and fix the threads. The front, did you drop it in the dirt?
Yep.
That's how race car engines are made anyways, in a dirt floor garage. But these front two are good. The back one's good, but these 4 here are trash. Let me get this light out of your guys' eye. These two and these two are just trashed. Here's the helicoils that were in it. There's 2 of them here. I don't know where the other ones went. So we got all new bolted on, but like I said, if we can't do it in here, I'll pull the intake shaft and arms off. And then there's some wiring and stuff to pull these aluminum blocks out that holds the camshaft down. And it'll just take a lot more time. So if we can do it in here and thread them in here, do it like we hope, then we'll be good to go. So stay tuned. Okay guys, we had to go sand the shaft off. There was a burr on it to get the last 4 or 5 off of this half. So we got them all laid out here. Now we're going to put them back on this shaft, and then we're going to start on the threading and leave this shaft here once we put this all back on the new one. So we will get back with you here. Just simple as sliding them on the shaft and moving to the next job. Guys, hopefully while he's doing some of that tapping, I'll video it, but we slid them all on. There's a spacer in here every 3rd one. Spacer. All the way down. And like I said, we should be right. It doesn't matter if you got the jakes mixed up with the exhaust, does it? So now we will get up here and see what we can do. Need the skid loader bucket to stand in to get up here. I got the vacuum. It's in my other truck.
Well, I get the drill out of there.
Drop it down. Ding, ding, ding. Do you got your drill? You're gonna do that by hand with your? You mean we can't put it on a high-speed drill? The threads are way down in there.
Are they?
Yeah. It's all big and the threads start down. So we're gonna have to have a longer tap.
No, we just gotta make sure that we don't have any threads, old threads in there.
We'll have to clean them because this thing, it starts right there. So you gotta get down that far where my finger is before you ever get to any thread. But you gotta get it lined up too when you're Let me get the vacuum. And
I know there's any threads in that one at all.
Well, I know there's a lot of old threads in that one. I can still see the helicoil in there. How do we get the old helix out? I can't tell. That one looks like the helicoil's still in it. We only pulled the helicoil out of 2 of them. Actually, pulled them. Well, guys, I'll get back with you. It's pretty boring just watching this little bit. I know I wouldn't want to watch this fumbling around here, so we'll come up with something. I'll get the video rolling. Okay, everyone, 1 down, 5 to go. We thought this front one was okay. It started pulling the helicoil. Probably do the back one while we're at it, but we got this one done 100%. This one's been tapped, and he's putting that time cert in, which I don't know if I showed you a video of it. I had one laying here. I don't have it. I think you can, but here we go. So here they are. You just tap your hole to the outside diameter of this. Then you run that special tap, as you call it, runs the inside of the thread. And when you get to the bottom, it swells it out and digs into the aluminum. And then you back that tool out, and then you got a good thread. So
red Loctite on it too. We don't have to, but
yeah, just for extra, we decided to put a little red Loctite. They say you don't have to, but can't never be over. You can't really overdo this. You could underdo it, but I don't think you can overdo it.
We kind of don't want to be in here again.
But it's got 830,000 miles on this engine, and the son of a gun looks good on the top. What we can see, valve train wise, other than the shaft being broke, but everything else looks like it's brand new. So
that small little bit of that shaft being busted, everything else looks brand new.
Yep, it's good to go. So that's a DD15. Other than they had a recall on this, I think that's about the only thing. They're a 1.2 million mile engine on average without being touched. 50% will go 1.2 million. So I guess I could say mine's been touched. But, well, guys, I guess I could stay with you, but you'll probably be bored. But we're just going to run this in till it gets tight. And then sometimes, like I said, you just keep going and it'll get easy. And that's when it's running that tool through the bottom of that insert.
Make sure you put oil on that tool.
Yeah, got to oil the threads, just like the tap. Got the good Valvoline 530 for that.
So this is a little nerve-wracking.
Either it makes it or it doesn't.
We never seem to get real easy like the instructions say. It's supposed to be hard. That's where you're swelling that bottom thread.
Bottom 3 threads, I think they say. That digs in the aluminum, so right now you should be digging into that aluminum. And then normally if you got a blind hole, you're supposed to mark it with tape or a mark so you don't bottom it out. We ain't got to worry about that. We can run that dang tap way down. So now it gets easy. That means you're through the bottom. Now we'll run this thing back out and go to the next one. The worst part's drilling them old helicoils out. That's the worst, getting all them shavings and cleaning up after. But if all these holes were cleaned out, ready to tap, you can do one in about 5 to 10 minutes, I'd say. So that one is done. So we got 2 down. And did we drill this one? We haven't drilled this one yet. I don't know if you guys can see down in there, but you can see the helicoil barely on the edge there where it looks like a step. That's the old helicoils. So we'll drill them out. This one you can see, sorry I turned the dang camera on you, but you can see that one's got a chunk hanging out. You can see the helicoil bent over in there. So we'll probably just do them all, but when we're done, I can see the red Loctite in there. And that's what they look like. So, alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and try to spend another 45 minutes and get these things knocked out. And I'll get back with you. Okay everyone, got all them the way we wanted except the back one we did not do. We thought it was good before and it was kind of hard to get in there, so we're going to just play roulette with it and hope that one's okay. But every All the other 6 have been done. There's 7. Took a while to get the rack in there.
6.
And get there's 7.
There's 7 total.
Yeah, we did 6.
Right.
And there's 1 we didn't do. Getting the rack down in there with these arms in there was hard because they just got a little bit of tolerance on each one, and they were sliding up and down the shaft, and you got to get them separated on each side of the hold down. So it took about 10 minutes of me and my dad finagling with it, and finally got it set in there. Now we need to roll the bolt hole. It needs to roll down. The shaft needs rolled up to line the holes up. But we also got springs that go under here.
Under the Jake.
Yeah, so we got to get the springs under there. There's 7 of them. Once we get the springs under there, then we have to we'll have to set the jakes and the valves and all that, because we got to back them all out so when we start the bolts down in the top of the exhaust shaft, it doesn't try to pull the threads. So we're going to back all the valves off on the exhaust side so they're free play. Suck the shaft down, torque it to spec, and then we'll run the valves down and get the valve clearance set and roll the engine over and all that stuff.
That new nut for that one valve.
Yeah, it's laying up there, I think. So what was I getting down to get? Oh, the springs. I'll get the springs here. I think, I don't know if it really matters, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the way it went. This was the front one, so turn them this way. And I'm going to have to hang up the camera just so I don't get these out of order. Not that it would matter, but I'm going to keep them in the order they were in. So stay tuned. Okay, got the Jake springs under there. We'll still have to set them. We're at top dead center, so we're going to adjust 2, 4, 6.
We're top dead center on 6.
On 6. So we're going to adjust 2, 4, 6 on the valves. All these things tightened down like crazy. Perfect. With the back one's the one we couldn't get to, so we left it, thought it was fine. I got it to click the first time, which is 36 foot-pounds, which is quite a bit on them little bolts. And then I went a quarter, which you're supposed to go 90, which would be half. I went a quarter, and it felt like it got a little spunky, but I just put my little ratchet on it and just pulled by hand, and it's still pretty tight. We did put Loctite on it, but those threads are iffy on that one. But yeah, we're going to run it and see. Worst case, I'm back in there in a year or so, but by then things will be different. So, but all the other 6 are great. Just that back one we should have probably took the time to do. But so we're going to set some valves here. I'll get back with you guys when we get this set and we roll the engine over and do the other. That'd be 1, 3, 5. So stay tuned. Okay, guys, got the jakes adjusted. Just set the valve cover up here. It took me a minute once I put the valve cover gasket because some of the bolts fell out, and there's different lengths and some that are in the air cleaner housing up there, or I guess it's right there, the hold downs there. So we got the valve cover set up here. We got the air cleaner housing mounts up over here, cross. So give me about another hour here and it should be tidied up. Okay, guys, having some dang problems with my phone. 2 of the videos I was gonna post on this video are the wrong direction. I ain't had no trouble with that in quite a while, and now I'm having trouble with that, so I don't know what the heck. I don't know if I hit play to start a video before the screen's all the way sideways, and I don't know. So that's gonna wrap up the video for today. I got the valve cover set up there and starting to tighten them all down. Got them all down except one, pulled the threads on it. Of course, there's aluminum, but it goes a little bit deeper. So I think I'm gonna get about a 1/4 inch longer bolt and just tighten it down, just barely snug it. Don't get all crazy with it and all that stuff and jazz, but like I said, I get the longer bolt. As long as that thread's in, then all I have is to put the air cleaner on, crankcase breather. That should be good, and we'll start it up. I got some spring-loaded mud flaps here, the brackets. Maybe I can keep from ripping them off, because I've put 2 new mud flaps on this about a month ago and ripped them off, and then this would snap the whole dang ear off. Broke the whole mount off. Sounded like a shotgun went off. So, get those put on. Got a reverse light that was out. Got to get it. Need to take it to the car wash it. Kingpin's got, the 5th wheel plate, the locking jaw's got some slop in it when it's on the kingpin on the trailer. A little slop slamming back and forth. So I might get a whole new 5th wheel plate. We'll see. DOT's been kind of out and about. I want to make sure I'm to par as much as possible. He pulled my buddy over the other day, and He'd just got his new medical card the day before, but he hadn't had it registered or something, and they shut him down. They escorted him all the way back to his house because he has no one to come get him. They're going to make him stop right there, leave it on the side of the road or something in a parking lot close, but his wife was out of town, so the highway patrol said, I'll escort you all the way back to your house and you're out of service until you register that card that you got yesterday. So, you know, it was just an honest mistake, but he did a walk around on his truck, checked tires, checked to make sure all the lights worked. He had a light not working and something else. Give him 2 or 3 fix-it tickets, luckily. But when I got pulled over last time, it cost me almost $1,000. So I said, you got out better than I did. So anyhow, I just want to try to get the truck to park. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a memory card at Walmart. Another one. Already went through one. But I guess what I was saying is, I don't know exactly where it got cut off, but I just try to keep my truck to par as much as I can to keep from giving them money. Giving away money. If I'm gonna do that, I might as well take it to the casino. I promise you they're gonna take it just like the DOT Highway Patrol, and I'll take it, but they used to have a little bit of fun spinning the wheels at the casino, but you still know they're gonna take it. At least the luck I have. But so that'll actually be a wrap. I'm gonna run to Atwoods and try to get me a bolt here and grab some supper and come home, get a shower, and I'm gonna go to bed. I gotta shoot 2 or 3 loads of rock to haul tomorrow, plus try to finish this truck up. And I thought there was something else I had going on tomorrow, but well, you guys have a good Monday evening, and I will get back with you guys tomorrow.